EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Throwing on first down, McLeod. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Hurts going to move him around. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Operating from the gun, McLeod. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
To throw on third down, McLeod. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw. McLeod. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Looking for Christian Watson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked #9 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Banks. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Raiders at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And this one's incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Up the middle they go. It's Banks, and he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. McLeod. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 1st down, Hurts. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end. And they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now inside the 25. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Vegas. 47 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Hands it off out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40. In this first half.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion left comes Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he let his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. He may go.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw on 2nd down, McLeod. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right? They've got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Banks, and he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 30. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Mark Andrews. 30 yards. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McLeod. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for KC. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Banks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Great. Hey, 73.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Throwing to start the drive. McLeod. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 153 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake. McLeod. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Back to throw. McLeod. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Off play action. McLeod. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now here's another interception. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 63, Raiders 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
This is the time where holds are made. Go Silver, ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now Moody for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Lutz to try to end the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first down, Hurts. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm